of today's show brought to you by Credit Union of Texas.
Okay, you are going to want to stop whatever you're doing and listen to this next segment. The Credit Union of Texas is sponsoring a free seminar this weekend that teaches students and parents how to deal with college debt free. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be up front and center for this. Is it true? Can this really happen? That's what our next guest believes. Hi to Todd Mark from Consumer Credit Counseling Services of Greater Dallas. Hi.
Well, Lisa, good to see you.
Good to see you. Okay, so we're talking about how to keep these college kids responsible and their credit clean.
Mm-hmm.
Give me some good first steps. I have an 18-year-old and a 20-year-old, both in college. Okay, I'm all ears.
All right, find them the scholarships yesterday. No.
Yeah, no.
It is so
right.
expensive going to college right now. You know, the average student is graduating with $28,000 of student loan debt. And forget all the other things that they're spending on while they're having the college experience.
Right.
And you know, we're up to $1.1 trillion in student loan debt. That's way more than consumer debt revolving for the United States. It's perceived as the next big crisis. So we are concerned about students, and we're really honored to be partnering with Credit Union of Texas to focus on those juniors and seniors in high school that are getting ready to take that next step.
Uh-huh.
And even if they're not going off to college, it's almost like adult 101, getting ready for the real world, because there's a lot that's coming in the next few years.
Yeah. So is it smart when they apply for the student loans, is it smart to defer them until they graduate? Is deferring a student loan a good thing?
Well, generally you're not going to want to be paying those because you're not going to be having income coming in. So yes, that's not a problem. But the idea, obviously, going into your college choice, when you're a junior and senior, figuring out what sort of help you've got from mom and dad, or from scholarships, or from grants, or what you're going to be paying on your own and getting through student loans, whether they're federal or private. And once you figure out what your budget may be and what you're going to need a gap fund, that'll maybe help you figure out what your college choice is going to be. Because maybe you've got an Ivy League taste, but you've got a budget that may be able to only afford a community college at start, which is nothing wrong with that. But try to living within your means rather than saying, I'm going to graduate with $100,000 of debt. And I'll figure out later because I'll be earning millions of dollars. It doesn't work that way.
Where were you a couple years ago from SMU?
I know. SMU,
Yes.
which is a great, wonderful
Fantastic school.
But very costly.
Very costly. So let's talk about summertime with college kids, because I know we're running into this problem right now. Spencer is, in his summer break. So student loans and any money that he got from grants or anything, it lasts during the semester, but then we've got this gap of summer where a lot of kids will just go home and live at home. Well, Spencer lives here, I live here, so he's kind of on his own for the summer.
So, and is Spencer trying to work and cover his expenses during the summer?
I don't know, Spencer. Are you trying to work? Are you trying to work and get a job and cover your expenses this summer?
Now, in Spencer's defense,
he actually he's a football player for SMU, so he works very hard.
Okay, well, he's got to work for the fall. But I'll tell you what, even if he wanted a job on the side, we got unemployment at 7.6%. So it's hard for anybody but college students. They're trying to work their way through school. Again, not as much of an option. So I want to talk, though, about what I call the age of acquisition.
Okay, what is that?
Okay, so, and we are all about spending, and I already feel narcissistic from the last segment. By the way, I put on Facebook that we're here already. So yes, I'm totally there.
We all are.
But you know what else is narcissistic? I got to college 20-some years ago. And anyway, I remember, it's like I found the freedom of a credit card. And I remember as I was putting my hands, and they're like, you can have whatever you want. And you know what? I did. It was so great. I could go to the mall. I could buy my own clothes, my own furnishings for the dorm room. I was the big man on campus. And guess what? Mom and Dad weren't there to stop me. And I'm an adult, so I'm making all these great decisions until I figured out that I'd spent $3,000 in the first semester. And this is not my school costs, by the way.
And that you have to pay that back. You can't just, credit cards aren't free money.
And does Spencer know, or others know that when you're not making your payments on your credit card, that has an impact on your credit report and score, which will hurt your ability to get a job, because employers are looking at the credit report and score.
Which just blows me away now that we have one more thing to worry about when we go out to apply for a job, that they're going to be snooping around on our credit.
Yeah,
but
so and you think about it, financial institutions like Credit Union of Texas or CCCS, they're not going to want to give you access to the vault if you are in financial crisis. And think, you know what, maybe they won't miss a couple $100,000.
Right.
It doesn't work that way. So, but what else during the age of acquisition? So you're an 18 to 26-year-old. living on your own for the first time. If you're not in a dorm, you're in an apartment, you're getting furnishings. What were the first things that you bought when you were in school?
I didn't. I used milk crates and stacked them up for my books and stuff like that.
You are so frugal. See, now I remember like our first apartment, and we're having to buy a bed for the first time, a kitchen table and chairs. We have to buy all the cookingware, and of course we need a living room with a nice coffee table chair, and then the entertainment center where we can watch the broadcast every morning. It's like, all right, you're spending a lot of money all at once.
So is the short answer, just be careful about what you spend? And they'll learn that at this free seminar, right?
They are going to learn that. So we're going to talk about all of the costs, the things that they're going to be facing on their own. We're going to talk to them about how to get banked with a legitimate financial institution like Credit Union of Texas.
Because if they look into that now, like with the Credit Union of Texas, they can help these kids plan for that time that they're going to need these funds, right?
Helping them set up financial goals, short-term goals, the ones to help them stay in school and cover the college costs. The after-school goals as well. So we encourage everybody to come out.
I love that it's free. So much to talk about. Thank you for all the good tips. I wish we had more time because I have a ton of questions. To get more details on the added benefits the Credit Union of Texas has for you, just call the main phone number you see there on the screen. You can also check out their website for more info on the College Bound workshop, that free workshop that takes place this weekend. Grab your kids and go learn a whole bunch. I wish I would have done that a couple years ago. Up next.